We are going to talk about Ray J and Kim K sex tape drama.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so this is something that's percolating quite heavily over the course of the last few days, actually. So apparently, Ray J is trying to protect himself from slander
Hmm.
because the Kardashian clan is trying to make it seem as though they had little involvement and that the whole sex tape thing going all the way back to the mid 2000s, we're still dealing with this sex tape stuff. The Kardashian claim is trying to purport that the sex tape was something that was almost completely initialized solely by Ray J. And Ray
Hmm.
J was being opportunistic in this regard, and that he leveraged his relationship with Kim K in order to benefit off of the sex tape, and that in a roundabout way, the Kardashians are trying to suggest that Kim K was exploited.
Hmm.
And Ray J is
Hang,
saying,
hang on, real
uh,
quick. I'll be right back, bro. I'll be right back. Keep
yeah,
going.
okay. And Ray J is trying to suggest that not so fast. He was not engaging in exploitation. That Kim K and the Kardashians were not being exploited, and that they were willing participants in the whole situation. So he's coming receipts. He's got Instagram videos. He's got all of this kind of stuff to make his case, to make it known that it was a 50-50 partnership that they engaged in with the sex tape. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to provide some context. um I'm going to provide some context first, and then we're going to share some clips for for what Ray J had to say.
Ooh. Yeah, yeah. All right, so let's get this going. Hold on. Oh, you about to read the article?
Yeah. So I'm gonna just read the article real quick.
Okay, cool, cool.
So this article comes from Yahoo. Says Ray J refutes Kris Jenner's claims that she wasn't behind Kim Kardashian's sex tape release. So it says Ray J is taking issue with Kris Jenner's claim that she had nothing to do with the release of his infamous sex tape with Kim Kardashian. The tape, which came to be known as Kim Kardashian Superstar, was made public in 2007, 5 years after Kardashian filmed it with her then boyfriend. The rapper and reality star 41 took to Instagram on Saturday to post a 28-minute Instagram video taken while on vacation in the Dominican Republic, in which he condemned the Kardashian family. He also threatened to come after them legally, threatening to sue them for defamation. Quote, "You're going to try to crush my career, make me look stupid when you know you was the mastermind," he said in the video. "Kris, you know you ran the play." Ray J's statements are in response to Jenner's appearance on the Late Late Show last week, during which she let host James Corden hook her up to a lie detector test while he and Kylie Jenner proceeded to ask her questions. One of the questions was whether she had helped her daughter Kim release her infamous sex tape. "No," Jenner replied. After a few seconds, the polygraph examiner confirmed her answer was true. Quote, "Thank you," exclaimed Kris. "We cleared that up." But Ray J, who is the brother of singer Brandy, is sticking with his story. In his Instagram video, he accused Jenner of taking a lie detector test with a fraud. "I want to sue the dude that did the lie detector test," he said, adding that he was just going to sue y'all and not say ish.
Hmm.
In another post, Ray J stated that they have effed with the wrong person. What you are trying to do to me is almost inhumane and foul at the highest level. F this just being racist. This is wrong to do to anybody. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Ray J is essentially suggesting that his character is being defamed under the Kardashians' assertion that they had nothing to do with the sex tape and that it was all Ray J. And Ray J is suggesting that the Kardashians had everything to do with it and that Kris Jenner was the mastermind behind it. So, Ray J, we're going to play some video of Ray J proclaiming his innocence and coming with his receipts.
Hmm.
So
And
we'll go ahead.
and we're just gonna play some light parts of this because it's about 7 minutes long. But we just want you to see his IG rant. It went on for about 30 minutes. This is a clip for about seven. but I just want to play him, his energy, him showing receipts and some of his statements, on top of the article we just saw. So let's go ahead and get a quick look at this here.
Because I'm like, hold on, I can go more. A contract. You want to see the sex tape contract? There go the sex tape contract. There it is. There's the whole thing, right? That's the set. That's my handwriting. That's it, right? This is the sex tape full contract. They done already breached the contract by talking about it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. There we go. Let's talk about it. Like, let's keep going. Because, right? Now, look. This is just the first shit. Now, there's no way I could use Kim Kardashian's name in this contract if she wasn't a part of it. This is light, right? It shouldn't even say that. It should say like superstar something else to just keep it really vague so it's cool, right? But this is a full-on contract. I got 12.5%, Kim got 12.5%, right? Now, she got the same exact contract I got. And when we go to court, guess what? They got to pull that up because we got to see that because moms was lying and we need to make sure that it's not right? Original copy of my contract. And look who signed my deliverables and was in the room. Hold on, there's our signature right there because that's it. If they try to void this contract, anybody that I did the deal with, that means that the whole deal we did is void because this is what we sold. Look who was in the room with me. Look who wrote exactly what we sold. Tape number 1, Cabo intro. Tape number 2, Cabo sex. Tape number 3, here's the one that they said I had. Santa Barbara sex. Ray J, that's my signature. This isn't a copy of it. This is the original. So what did I do? So I just pull up handwritings of other people. I even went further because she wrote me a letter.
All right, so he goes on, but him there just proving that indeed that they signed a contract in order to get this this whole thing accomplished. So I think at least for me, how I'm seeing this, I get it. I've been saying this for for the longest that this was contrived to prop up her career. Never heard of her before it. I heard of Ray J. I never heard of Kim Kardashian. But then once the sex tape came out, it was like, okay, well, whatever, whoever this is. So to me, I think Ray J's accurate. Also within his IG rant, he was also saying how there's some dude that teaches people how to lie on lie detectors. That's why, allegedly, she said no and then it checked out. She was telling the truth type of thing. So,
Also, it could be also not to cut you off, but the
Mhm.
guy conducting the polygraph can just actually say true.
Right.
So it's not like that's the hardest thing to fake. Like the guy can just say, "Oh yeah, she's telling the truth."
Mm-hmm.
So
It's a lot of he say, she say in this, but you know what I'm saying? My boy Ray J came with some receipts, and looks pretty damning to me. In the sense that he has copies of whatever this is, and if this goes to court, then well, what's all of this? So yeah, but I've always felt like this was to the point it got boiled down to a contract. Not surprised, but I always felt like it was some type of agreement between the two. Ray J got good pub out of it. She definitely got great pub out of it. It was genius marketing move for her and her career, and she's still using it. This is still fodder for her relevancy. Uh, every other month, whenever she decides to do something to stay on everybody's tip of everybody's tongue. So, not surprised by this whatsoever. But how about you? How you feel about
yeah, I'm not surprised either, but I'm also confused.
it?
Like, who do these people think they're fooling? And by these people, I mean the Kardashians. Who do they think they're fooling? Um, when they when they try to suggest that they had nothing to do with it. Um, like I'm not the biggest litigious person in the world. I don't know all the laws in the world, but I do know that that tape was distributed through Vivid TV, which is a major adult entertainment company. So a major distributor of content cannot do so um, without there being a contractual. You can't do it.
Consent.
It would be illegal,
Right. There
right?
needs to
It's
be some level
illegal.
of consent.
Yes, it's illegal to distribute content without the consent of the people who are in it, and the consent is derived via a contractual agreement. So no one is going to think that you had nothing to do with it. So the only thing that I'm flabbergasted by is why they continue to perpetrate this fraud about their lack of involvement in the sex tape. Newsflash, Kardashians, no one thinks of you any differently, whether you had involvement or lack thereof with the sex tape. No one's going to care. Like, no one is going to look at you in a redeeming light if it comes to light that you had nothing to do with this. So why continue to try to put it out there that you had nothing to do with it? What do you stand to gain from this? But see, this is the narcissism of these people. Like, their delusions of grandeur are so beyond the pale that they think that they can put this kind of message out there and people will believe it. And the sad thing about it is, somewhere you do have people who are going to believe it. And you're going to
Absolutely.
have people you're going to have people who are going to think Ray J is lying.
Yeah.
And I just don't get what about facts, data, and statistics, to quote the late Kevin Samuels, do you not understand? It's feelings and not facts. That's what it is. It's all about feelings and your interpretation of the way you think the things are supposed to be based upon your worldview, which is not rooted in reality whatsoever. So, like, I'm just, stories like this again. You said you're not surprised, neither am I. I don't put it past the possibility that they can be in cahoots, drumming this up for more, just to get out there. Because if there's one thing that the Kardashians have mastered, it is profiteering off of media and hearsay without actually lifting a finger to contribute anything meaningful to society.
Yep.
They've mastered the art of that.
Yep.
They've mastered it. So I don't think it's complete. I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that this is all coming up now because they're just trying to get some pub out of it. Why is Kris Jenner on these late shows? For what? What is she doing? What does she have a movie coming out, a TV show? Like, what is she doing? Is there something that she has going on in entertainment that I'm unaware of? Why is she on these shows? For what reason? There is no reason, because she is nothing. She does nothing. That family does nothing and is nothing other than they're media magnates. That's what they are. They're modern day socialites. They're those people from back in the day. I can't even put people like Marilyn Monroe doesn't even qualify, because at least Marilyn Monroe was like in movies. Marilyn Monroe was a model. Like, Marilyn Monroe did stuff.
Yeah. What does
These
she
people
do?
didn't. Who?
I mean, I know what Kim K does on the side, but what does she do?
What exactly? But the thing about it is, what she does, even if she does anything today, it's a something that she does that's derived from nothing. Is the point. So, like, even if she does do things now, it came from nothing. But they
Right.
mastered it. The way that these socialites back in the 30s and the 40s were able to just hobnob it with high society and get essentially street cred off of their namesake and being able to rub elbows with people in high society. They profited off of social skills. That's what they profited off of. And they've been able to parlay those social skills into a lucrative existence that really is rooted in nothing. And how do you continue to keep that train going? By drumming up stuff like this. This thing came out in 2007. Who the hell cares? Like, listen, again, let me repeat. Whatever people's opinions are of the Kardashians at this point, they're going to remain that way. Whether it is revealed that they had little to no involvement with the sex tape or every involvement with the sex tape, our knowledge of that changing is not going to change how we feel about who they are or what they stand for. So, what purpose does this serve? Nothing other than content for channels like this and for channels like everyone else. For the sake of me hoping that this isn't a publicity stunt, I'm on the side of Ray J. And if this does go to court, I hope to God that he siphons them for every dime that they have, because he does have receipts. He does have a contract. He does have the initials. You can cross reference the handwriting on those documents with Kim Kardashian's handwriting to see that it is hers, unless you're going to argue that she's been pantomiming her handwriting for the last 20 years. So, I'm not taking sides in this because I think this is just celebrity whateverness. But for the sake of Ray J, because at least he did have talent and contribute something to the world via his music, for whatever that's worth, I'm always going to side with the person that actually contributed something tangible to society. I don't believe that qualifies in the case of the Kardashians. And I do think that at the very least it qualifies for Ray J because he had a career in music and he comes from a musical background and his family has a musical background. So there's something there. And so he has the documents, he has the receipts. And, I hope it comes out that he is able to win in any sort of slander or defamation type deal, because he would deserve it. You can run down the list, whether it's Chris Humphries, The Game, Kanye,
The Game,
James Harden, French Montana.
French.
These are all bodies that can be laid at the feet of the Kardashians. And I'm happy to say for Ray J that he has not somebody who can be named amongst those bodies that are at the feet of the Kardashians. And I hope that continues for him. So in that regard, I'm pulling for him. Otherwise, I think that this is just a whole lot of BS.
Yeah, I mean, totally agree. Shout out to Ray J. Ray J and his scooty bikes. And
he has a headphone thing too.
Yeah, the Raycon earbuds.
Yeah.
Go to his website, get the promo code, enter it in. Like, go support Ray J, man. He's hilarious.
And I don't want to hear nobody come to me about what the Kardashians doing. I don't care. I don't want to hear that crap.
I mean, just like how you said, bro, like, who's believing this? But then you came back and said some people are believing this, and it's just like, yeah, bro. Like, it was a chick I was talking to, and she was sitting there watching it, and it was one of the newer seasons. And I think that's the past season that's been coming on or whatever with Pete Davidson and all that. And so
there's another one. That's another one I forgot to mention. And the bodies. Yeah.
Pete Davidson. So then I'm sitting here watching it. I'm not watching it, she's watching it, but I'm it's in the room and I'm hearing it. So I'm like, all right, well, whatever. The amount of gas they gas Kim up on, they make her like a walking deity. And anything that she does is gorgeous, is beautiful, is smart, is this. Everybody is attacking her. She's always the victim. And when I was like, you've got to be kidding me with this crap. And she was like, what? And the girl I'm talking to, she's like, what? I'm like, man, this is no wonder there's people out here just still follow her, and they're out of their minds. There's people who actually sit around that feels like this is, first of all, this is more stuff for her TV show, because now we got stuff to talk about now. So now there's more topics. We're going to show only her side of the story, where she's the victim. where she got this sex tape that she recorded in privacy. This guy is circulating it or whatever kind of crap they're trying to make out of this, but making her seem like the victim. And now granted, I would argue that the majority of people in the world don't believe her or her crap, but there still is a healthy amount of people who buy into this trash. And poor Kim, why they gotta do this to her? Why they can't just leave her? Her and her mom and her family are the ones who are introducing this. And like you said, the Jenner person coming out and saying things, and this is a family operation.
It really is. It's a cartel.
It's a
Me-
cartel.
they are a media cartel.
They
That's what
are.
they are. Yeah.
And so everything they do is strategic. If there's any bit of dirty laundry, whether it makes them look good or bad, they're going to air it. And then on top of that, they're going to make themselves the victim in it somehow. So never mind what that woman did to Lamar Odom. It was always Lamar Odom that was the bad guy.
That's another one. See how many bodies they got?
Yeah, bro.
You
It's
see how many
countless,
bodies?
bro.
These are bodies. I'm forgetting bodies.
She
I
got
forgot
2K.
about-
She got
I forgot
2K
about-
like she got 2K like Dime in the body. She got more than 2K. This one right here, Kim Kardashian, she got more than 2K.
Oh man, I
So-
forgot
so-
about Lamar Odom. That's a whole nother body.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Good
Almost
Lord.
killed that man. That man was doing all kinds of drugs and wild stuff while he dating and being in that family. It's weird. You can't go over there and be rational. And that's why Kanye be spazzing every other year or whatever, ever since he started dealing with that woman. It's not like he wouldn't spaz before, but it got worse. It got worse since he started dealing with that woman. So where there's smoke, there's fire. There's always shenanigans going on with these people. And it doesn't have to be. But like you said, this is part of their business brand. This is their model to come out with crap like this, to get the masses all looped in. And it's going to play towards ratings. If their season is still going on, if it's too late to introduce this, it's going to be on next season. You better believe it. Because they need real world content.
Mm-hmm.
So other reality TV shows, they make up stuff within the show.
Yeah, they are writers. Yeah.
Kim, they do it for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have real stuff that you can reflect on and watch.
Mm-hmm.
And if people can't see that game, then have at it. Have at it. But this is all game and fodder for their further endeavors, because when there's lack of content, well, what are we going to do? Date Pete Davidson. What? Pete Davidson? Then I'm sitting here and she watching the show and they're trying to justify how Pete is so this and that. And it's like, girl, stop. Pete Davidson. This has to be some type of stunt. And of course, as it shows out, it was.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised by anything that comes from this family. If it can be the most bizarre thing ever, is it bizarre if it's coming from the Jenners or the Kardashians? It's not. It's all television. Hell, even their the OJ thing, television, hell of a distraction. It's just TV. These people do real stuff, and then they make TV out of it.
Yeah.
So it's madness. But like I said, man, shout out to Ray J.
Yeah.
Cop the earbuds. All right, get a scooty bike and download. What's the name of that? I forgot where the sex tape was at. But just support
Vivid TV.
I
Vivid
forgot
TV.
the actual name of the tape though.
Kim Kardashian Superstar. That's the name of the tape. I guarantee you there has been an increase in downloads of the video since this happened. I guarantee it. And by the way, I've seen it. The tape is whack. Okay. It's not even that good. Number one. But yeah, I just, these people, their real life is like, so if you can understand what I'm getting at, their actual real life is a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's they're walking characters. Like
Yes.
it's almost as if they have no soul. Like
Yes.
they're actually, it's not like I'm an actor and I'm acting in this movie, but when I'm not on set, I'm back to being me and this is who I really am. No, they're actually walking characters.
Yes.
They walk around all day, every day in a character space. Their lives are their lives are virtual reality. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if even when they're not filming their TV show, that they got a camera crew that they just have on staff at all times, just following them around for no reason. Like, wake up, having breakfast, that there's just somebody in there with a camera 24/7 just because. And absolutely, they conjure up events
Yeah,
that
that's
actually
true.
took place, but they do so for the sake of the TV show or for
Right.
content. So
Right.
if it doesn't come out this season, you best believe this whole Ray J sex tape bringing it back up is going to be a part of next season.
Yep.
Whenever it comes, I don't know what the status of that show is. Whenever it comes out, whatever it's on, it's going to be a part of it. And people need to understand, man, like, don't let your entertainment whisk you away from reality too far. Like, this stuff is not real. These things are glorified publicity stunts. It's not real life. Like, these people aren't doing these things for real. These relationships aren't real. These marriages aren't real. Hell, they have the kids, but the kids damn near aren't real. I mean, it's like, it's just, take this stuff with a grain of salt. It's not real. They're walking around being characters. At this point, I don't even know if they know who they are as human beings at this point anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But the only reason why I can surmise why we are in 2022, 15 years after this thing came out, why it's still something that can still drum up news and stuff going on in the world and in the media, is because it's a strategic ploy to get something back out there so that you can take advantage of it for content purposes.
Yep.
And the only reason why it even registers is because people give credence to it. People are going to go now. More people who haven't seen the sex tape, they're going to go and they're going to download it now. They're going to buy it. Or people who don't have whatever their show is on. I don't know whether Hulu or Peacock, whatever their thing is on now, because I believe it's not on cable no more. You got to stream it. So like whatever it's on, you're gonna have people who get interested enough in this that they're gonna want to download purchase whatever platform it is so that they can start streaming this crap. And it's all a part of just fueling the machine. And this goes back to the previous topic that this goes back to the previous theme that I touched on with just being able to take inventory and knowing when to consume something based upon how much of a practical use it has for you. And this, ladies and gentlemen, does not have a practical use. So I would advise you to not get too invested in it, if for no other reason than to stop feeding the maniacal, insatiable, narcissistic, power-hungry beast that is the Kardashian family. If for no other reason than to just do it for that. And that's pretty much all I had to say about it.
Yeah, agree 100. And I'll say this, and this would be my last thing. This isn't the only or last contract this family has signed with someone for something, for whatever endeavors that they do. They thought about this so far ahead of time that they had to draft um a contract. They made 3 copies. They aired the best one. This was very strategic. And
Yeah.
if they did this back then, they're doing the same type of behaviors now. And if you're dealing with a group of people who are spending so much time trying to conjure up webs in order to get you distracted, you must be very mindful of those people and be mindful about anything that comes out pertaining them. Uh Ray J, cool guy. Love him as an overall entertainer. I just think the guy is just hilarious because he really believes everything he says. At least it comes off that way, and he's just genuinely a fool.
Yeah.
Cop a scooty bike. And I'll tell you guys like this. Just like JV says, man, just stay away from these people. Whenever they're offering something for you to consume, just take your steps back, observe it, because it's gonna come across your desk. It's gonna they're gonna find a way. Hell, it came across ours. But the reason why we're talking about this is so that when it comes across your desk again, to not feed into their madness. And just like he said, bro, if it's not serving you, and honestly, can't think of anything that they have done. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I can't forget. She's doing the whole jail thing where she's trying to
Whatever.
free she's trying to
Yeah,
free people from
yeah,
jail.
whatever. Maya Moore is actually doing that the right way. If you want to follow somebody who's doing that, do
Right.
it. Excuse me. Yeah, check out Maya Moore.
Hmm.
Yeah, Maya Moore is a far better example of
Absolutely.
someone who's on the ground trying to do criminal justice
Right.
reform work.
Not parading around. All right, claiming that that's what she's doing, but have people doing the legwork for her,
Exactly,
and then
exactly.
only showing up for photo ops because, well, you're dealing with a Kardashian.
A
So,
sycophant. These people
yeah,
are just, yeah,
just absolutely, like you said, bro, narcissistic monsters. So they embody it, man, and they believe it. They're all in on this crazy stuff. Like they like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the camera? You know? So not surprised by this, not stunned. Keep your distance and don't believe the hype, man. So agree.
yeah. Don't believe the hype, man. Go ahead and unplug, man. Shouts out to Ray J. Buy the ear pods for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
yeah, facts. But go ahead and we're gonna go ahead, man, and sign off. That's gonna be it for this week's stream. Appreciate everybody for tuning in as usual. If you're watching this on the YouTube channel, hit the like button on the video, subscribe to the channel so that you can get the notification for all content that gets posted to
All
the
right.
channel.
That's right.
If you're watching this video on the Meta page, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. Also, let us know what you think about what we have to say in the comments of this video. Certainly appreciate it. Whether you're watching this on stream or whether you're watching this as an individual video, certainly appreciate the support. Follow the Conscious Approach page on Instagram at Conapproach, CONAPPROACH. And the Meta page speaks for itself. Same name, same spelling. You can also find me on Instagram at JV Wins. And the channel also has a home website where all content is published there as well, consciousapproach.com. So check that out. Otherwise, appreciate you for tuning in. Thanks for showing the love. Always appreciate you supporting logical content.
Absolutely. And again, gotta reiterate, hit the like, hit the subscribe, guys. We be going in. And we try to do this every Tuesday, all right, around 7 p.m. Eastern. All right. It may fluctuate a little bit, but we be dropping the notifications whenever we're about to go live so you guys can chime on in. So make sure you guys stop by. We do this weekly. Every once in a while we may have something, here or there, so we do this consistently. So join the party, man. And also, if you guys have any comments, please leave those down in the comment section. All right. And if you guys want to join one of our lives, like I said, we do it every Tuesday. So hop in, drop some stuff in the chat. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say in real time, and we'll definitely respond and have a party in here, man. Because honestly, this content is for people who actually use their brains. All right. So this entire dialogue that we've been having tonight and in previous conversations, these are conversations that spark levels of thought that elevate you past the mundane and the average in the world. All right. And as you can see that, man, we really be going into the weeds and really try to get to the bottom of stuff just so that, our personal lives. I know for me, I be learning a lot from these conversations, from the stuff that JV says and some of the shit that I say. And I'm like, man, hey, yeah, I forgot I thought like that. These are very interesting. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts so we can grow as a community and get sharper out here. So
Mhm.
the name is Dogon SS. All right. You can find me on Instagram, Dogon_SS, or on YouTube at Dogon SS. All right. And like I always say on every show, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it even kill, keep it chill, keep it player, man. You know, don't let anybody get you off your pivot, you know. So stay focused and stay neutral, fam. And until next time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, until next time, man. Everybody learn how to be a utilitarian. That's the way to go.
Please.
That is the way to go. But yeah, until the next video, man, we're going to go ahead and sign off. Appreciate you for watching. We'll see you on the flip side. Holla.
Peace.